So it's Thursday night, and for tea tonight we're making fresh lasagna, one of our favourites. Only Tony and me eating tonight. Caleb's already had dinner with his childminder. He had, what did you have, Caleb?
Yeah. I ate roast chicken.
Roast chicken, yum. So lasagna for us. So ingredients we're using tonight: some fresh basil, tomato puree, a couple of cans of chopped tomatoes, some garlic, and yes, I do use lazy garlic, olive oil, some turkey mince. So Tony does not eat beef, so we use turkey mince for all of our normal mince-based meals like bolognese, burgers, lasagna, anything like that, chili. We use turkey mince, and as far as I'm concerned, you can't tell the difference, and it is slightly healthier. I am using this time the 7% fat. Sometimes I use the 2% fat for those dishes. I don't know, a bit more flavour, I think, with the 7%, but obviously for health reasons, we'd use the 2%. Fresh lasagna sheets. I do prefer fresh lasagna to dried lasagna when I've got time to fiddle around with it. If I'm making and freezing in advance, I always use dried lasagna, but we're using fresh tonight. And then our cheeses. So we've got some nice ricotta cheese to make the white layer for the lasagna. We've got some mozzarella, grated mozzarella for the top, along with some grated Parmesan, which will go in with the white, the ricotta to make the white sauce layer, and a little bit more on the top with the mozzarella, and then a couple of eggs for the white sauce. So join us later to find out how it turned out. Hi everyone, so it's Friday and tonight we're having a bit of an American traditional type of dinner. It's a chicken, rice and broccoli cheesy casserole. Lots of variations of this in America. A lot of them involve cans of soup and things like that, but we're not doing that. We're doing a sort of a British version of it, but still lots of great flavours. Don't see this one very often on British family menus, but really if you've got children that like broccoli, would be a good meal because it combines a lot of favourite things. So ingredients, yes, like you, what's your favourite vegetable?
Broccoli or potato?
Broccoli and carrots and potatoes. You like your vegetables, don't you?
Yeah, but for once we're using very lazy garlic again.
Yeah. And as you can see, Caleb is ready for Christmas. He's got his Christmas reindeer jumper on. So, yes. Oh, back to the ingredients. So, some frozen chicken breast fillets I buy. I usually have some of these in the freezer. Various types I pick up usually when we're at the store. Really handy for dishes like this. I am going to cook the chicken first. If you're using fresh chicken, you can just combine it all together. A little olive oil, an onion, which we'll chop up really finely. As Caleb pointed out, some lazy chopped garlic. A chicken stock pot, which I'll make up to just over a pint of stock. A fresh head of broccoli, you can also use frozen, some salt and pepper, some long grain rice and some cheese which I will grate up. And essentially just combine everything together in one pan. As I said, I will cook the chicken first this time as it's frozen chicken, but so if you're using fresh you can just combine everything together and let it cook away. Sprinkle some cheese on the top when you're done and it is delicious. If your children don't like broccoli, you could incorporate peas or corn or something like that instead. But broccoli makes a great addition and get some vegetables into the dish as well. Okay, so I will be back when it's finished to show you what it looks like. So it's Saturday evening and we're having chicken burgers for tea tonight. Sometime over the weekend we usually have some kind of a fake-away type of meal unless we have a real takeaway, and tonight it's chicken burgers. So we've got a couple of options for the bread. The cheesy topped rolls, which are my favourite, and then some both in one rolls, which will probably suit Caleb more, and then Tony will probably have a mixture of the two. I got these breaded chicken steaks. They are obviously bigger than a burger, if I can get the light right on those, but we can cut them down to make burgers. I've got a few sad looking mushrooms. I actually love mushrooms in a burger, and so I'm just going to cook those up to put on top of mine. Some sliced cheese, some salady bits to make the salad layers in the burgers, and then some cheesy chips which I'm going to just put in the actor fryer and cook those up to have them. We haven't had chips this week, so it'll be good to have some chips with the burgers and it'll feel like a real takeaway type of treat. Okay, so I will be back when they're all finished. And tonight we're having a roast chicken dinner. We don't have a roast every Sunday, but when we do, it's a meal that we all enjoy. So I picked up a whole chicken while we were shopping this week. So we've got a roast chicken, some lovely crispy roast potatoes. Those I only ever do roast potatoes in the active fryer now. They come out lovely and crispy and only use a tiny bit of oil. Then we've got some steamed vegetables and some buttered cabbage. And at this end we've got some chicken gravy. So all looking forward to our roast dinner. No recipes for this. I think that's quite a common meal that everybody knows how to prepare, but if you need any tips on making a roast dinner, please let me know. Hi everybody, so it's Monday evening and tonight for tea we're having sticky barbecue chicken with corn rice. Just Tony and I eating tonight as Caleb's already had his dinner. So this is a really simple dish, a bit of a family favourite. If you've got children that like sticky barbecue-y type of meals, this might be a winner for you. So I've got a pack of chicken thighs and drumsticks, and basically just slash them, put little cuts into the outside of them, put them in a pan with a little bit of olive oil, an onion cut up into wedges, and then a red and green pepper just cut into nice big chunks as well. Over the top of that, pour some barbecue sauce, and then just let the whole thing bake until the sauce gets nice and sticky and the chicken is cooked all the way through. You might need to turn it a couple of times, and you could also add a splash of water to the pan if it starts to get too sticky or dried out. While that's cooking, you have another onion which you dice up into little fine dice, cook it in a little bit of olive oil until it's softened, and then you add long grain rice, so a little bit of thyme. So the thyme is over here. I would usually use fresh thyme, but I'd already come in and got changed and didn't particularly want to go back to the bottom of the garden this evening, so I'm using a bit of dried thyme there, but fresh thyme would be better. And then you just cook it in some chicken stock, so whatever your normal proportion of water is, cook it in chicken stock instead. When the rice is nice and fluffy and cooked, you stir in a can of corn, and we always add a few crushed chilies to ours. If you're cooking for the whole family, a bigger family, you could certainly use the bigger size can of corn, but for just the two of us that will be fine. And the chilies, I'll take it or leave it. So anyway, I'll be back later to show you what it looks like. So it's Tuesday evening and we've got one of our favourite dinners tonight, Brinner, breakfast for dinner. So with all our sporting activities and things at the weekend, we rarely get to have a proper full English breakfast unless we're away for the weekend or on holiday. So we quite like to do Brinner once or twice a month just to get those breakfast favourites into our menu. So tonight we're having omelettes with bacon and little sauteed potatoes, which I do in the active fry, really quick and easy. And Tony and I have got baked beans as well. Caleb is a child that doesn't like baked beans, so he's just got some ketchup with his. So he's got a 2-egg omelette with cheese in and some bacon and some potatoes. Tony's is a 3-egg omelette with cheese. Oh, Caleb also has ham in his omelette. He obviously hasn't added his extras to the plate yet. And mine is a 2-egg omelette with cheese and a little bit of mushroom. And I've got some bacon and the potatoes and some baked beans, so we're looking forward to this. Hi everybody, so it's Wednesday evening. Wednesdays is a bit of a crazy evening at our house as Caleb has a football practice from 6 till 7, so we don't get to make dinner until we get back from football. There's Caleb all footballed out. Was it a good practice?
I guess so. We're doing 1v1s.
Doing what?
1v1s.
1v1s. Okay, getting ready for a game on Saturday against Mildenhall, I think. So yes, so he has dinner before he goes to football at his childminder's house. And we try to find something quick and easy to make for when we get back, so we're not too late eating dinner. So this evening I'm going to use some of these Cajun chicken sizzlers, which we get from Aldi. They do a Cajun one and a garlic herb one. And I usually try to keep a pack of these in the freezer, well, at least one pack, sometimes two, because they are really versatile. So sometimes I might cook them like on the George Foreman or on the barbecue and just have them as a chicken dish with baked potatoes and salad or something like that. Or sometimes chop them up and cook them with onions and peppers and make a bit of a Cajun style fajita, have them in tortillas with some rice and salad. Or I do them like this evening. I'm just going to slice them up Cook them in the pan with some pepper and onion, and then I'm going to cook up some egg noodles with a little bit of soy sauce and just really make a bit of a sort of a stir fry, but really just peppers, onions and chicken mixed in with some noodles, just for a quick and tasty evening meal. Might put a bit of extra seasoning in with a bit of extra Cajun seasoning, something like that. Haven't quite decided yet, but I'll come back when it's all finished. So there is our finished dinner. You can see I added some peas, a few mushrooms in, added a bit more Cajun seasoning, and then a little bit of sesame oil and soy sauce to the noodles to make it a bit sort of chow mein-y, but with a Cajun twist. So I hope you enjoyed this first week looking at our meals of the week, and I hope you'll come back to see what we're eating next week. Take care. Bye.